When someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you, that's who I think I am.
This what God's like.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always. Ready? I want killing people. Killing is my hobby.
All the religious groups are against me because I'm talking about population. They want more souls. I want less on the planet.
Do y'all know who Peter Nygaard is? Well, he's another one of Oprah's millionaire friends, and he was arrested for sex trafficking in 2020. And he also said this. I want to know your thoughts.
Stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in is called SCNT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go in and take it out.
It's painful, right?
Huh?
Is it painful to use this?
Yeah, a little bit. And this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
$100? Monkey. You can get paid a lot more than that.
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for you. Whatever I bid, he's going to outbid me. I bought about $60,000 with eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord, and placenta, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. We regard it as waste, and it actually should be. It should be captured as recycled, and it shouldn't go to waste. It's life for somebody else, and it's life for mankind.
Our administration believes that there are loopholes that could allow the cloning of human beings if the technology were developed. Therefore, today I am issuing a directive that bans the use of any federal funds for any cloning of human beings. Effective immediately, no federal agency may support, fund, or undertake such activity. Of course, a great deal of research and activity in this area is supported by private funds. That is why I am urging the entire scientific and medical community, every foundation, every university, every industry that supports work in this area, to heed the federal government's example. I'm asking for a voluntary moratorium on the cloning of human beings until our Bioethics Advisory Commission and our entire nation have had a real chance to understand and debate the profound ethical implications of the latest advances. As we gain a fuller understanding of this technology, we must proceed not just with caution, but also with a conscience, by insisting that not a single taxpayer dollar supports human cloning, and by urging a moratorium on all private research in this area. We can ensure that as we move forward on this issue, we weigh the concerns of faith and family and philosophy and values, not merely of science alone. Thank you very much.
Down to the in the Philippines.
The role of the Philippine Raelian is to propagate or act as being the agent of couples here in the Philippines, Filipino couples, childless couples who are interested to have their own baby through cloning. they have cloned already 10 couples, and 5 of them suffered miscarriages, and the other 2 were delivered already, a healthy baby, and that other remaining 3 couples are due this coming, I think, early February. From 1993 to I think 1998, I was the national guide. But due to my job, they are already prepared to implant another 20 couples, and they are already I think around 2,000 couples to who are willing and interested to be cloned.
We have certain reservations.
How does the church feel about it?
There are 2 observations with regards to this. So we don't take their claim that human life comes from some other alien planets. We don't take that seriously. Second is their definition of cloning. So a clone is not the child coming from 2 parents, but a clone is basically you reproduce scientifically from the genes or DNA of a person, that same individual. So that's not a child, but another father or another mother.
2 years ago. So sa Japan pala active din po yung Raelian?
They have the most member in the whole of Asia.
Ang nakakatawa nga yung sitwasyon eh. Mr. President, may I Dr. Biden, how was your anniversary?
I'm good. Yeah.
Keep up the good work. I keep wanting to take these things off. I got my foot caught in it.
Mr. President, made up your mind on China tariffs, Mr. President.
And I'm ready to go. All right, guys. See you.
A hopeful society has institutions of science and medicine that do not cut ethical corners and that recognize the matchless value of every life. Tonight, I ask you to pass legislation to prohibit the most egregious abuses of medical research, human cloning in all its forms, creating or implanting embryos for experiments, creating human-animal hybrids, and buying, selling, or patenting human embryos. Human life is a gift from our Creator, and that gift should never be discarded, devalued, or put up for sale.
Yes, there's one important question. I seem to forget about it because the answers of that question must be ignorant and irreligious. Somebody thought that I'm cloned. No wonder I forgot it until I was reminded by it. Yes, a lot of people hoped that I was dead. And hoped I died. And poor Vice President, and some people have started, in fact, asking for his office whether he should consider them for being the Vice President because I was dead. They must have embarrassed him a lot because he visited me when I was London convalescent. But it's really me, I assure you.
Your voice sounds a little different. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I have a test every day to see a COVID test. I've been checking for all the strands. What I have is a 1.5-year-old grandson who had a cold who likes to kiss his pop. And he'd been kissing him anyway, so it was just a call.
See if you can follow this logic.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
In the field of biotechnology. Cloning technologies have been developed to clone cells and genes, which in turn have been used to develop medicines, diagnostic products, and vaccines to treat heart attacks, various cancers, kidney disease, diabetes, hepatitis, multiple sclerosis, cystic fibrosis, and other deadly and disabling diseases. The cloning of human cells and genes does not pose the same ethical questions as cloning an entire human being. And it really is essential that this important research continue. But it is equally important that in this time of great discovery, we be vigilant about making sure science and technology always remain positive forces in our life as a nation. That's why this report and the President's actions he will announce shortly are so important. Once again, I would like to thank the Advisory Commission for their hard work, and I'd like to thank in particular the hardworking chair of the commission, and it is now my privilege to introduce the president of Princeton University and the chair of the commission, Dr. Harold Shapiro.
그렇기 때문에 어떤 형태로든 클로나이드 본사는
Miami, no ain't it Lord? The cabbage patch. The cabbage patch. The cabbage patch. The cabbage patch. Well, it's that Gucci crew too. Coming right at you. And it's that cabbage patch damn. And it's easy to do. Now TFS busted up. And I can do it all night. The cabbage patch. You know it, baby. I'll be doing it right. So MCD. Well, that's me. I'm only MIC. The cabbage patch.
Two beautiful little Chinese girls.
This is the doctor who changed the future of the human race and let the world know on YouTube. He Jiankuai stunned the scientific community with the claim he pushed the boundary no one else had.
A line has been crossed that should not have been crossed.
It's very disturbing. It's inappropriate.
Oh, this is huge.
He says he genetically edited human embryos, not just for research but for implantation, leading to the world's first births of genetically altered humans, baby girls born in China from embryos designed to be resistant to HIV.
For this specific case, I feel proud, actually.
The tool used by He, called CRISPR, is found in labs around the world.
It gives us the precise way of cutting the gene or putting a new piece of gene in.
It's often used by researchers trying to treat incurable diseases.
The method itself is very easy. You can use it, everybody can use it now.
Leaders in the field of gene editing have collectively agreed it's too early to implant edited embryos in humans because of the risks, the unknowns, and the ethical questions about altering humankind.
We're at a hinge of human history.
William Hurlbut is a leading American bioethicist who teaches at Stanford University. In the months before the news broke, Dr. He consulted with him.
Every time we met together, we would talk about the seriousness of the issues and in a sort of stepwise way what you had to do to make sure that it was done right. But when I heard that there were live-born children from it, I thought, oh my gosh, he just jumped ahead.
My model number is 0112568, if anyone wants to see the registration and Clonate.
Okay.
I was cloned by Clonate in Canada. My model number is 0112568, if anyone wants to see the registration and Clonate.
Did Bob make you go to John and Mary Ellen's last night?
I was shocked. She served blue corn tortillas. It's so dated.
So depressed. I don't know what to do. Hey, go for it, man. It's easy for you to say you got the promotion. Look, it'll come, all right? Just don't worry about it.
The feeling is definitely there. It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders. We're optimistic as to what becomes of it all. It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism. There are no limits.
It figures it would be something like this.
Bob. No, think about it. I guess we copies of a copy of a copy of a copy in a circle.